What if I wanted to refer to you as a he? Does that offend you? I mean, being that you understand that I'm a she, and I've explained it to you, um, it would, because I would know that you're doing it intentionally. You have no real moral or social benefit to misgender a trans person once it's been addressed to you. If somebody calls me a he by accident, I don't take it personally ever. I know that sometimes I can't pass 100% all the time. And I know sometimes people also just mess up. Sometimes people call cis men she's and call cis women he's. It happens sometimes in common vernacular situations. But yeah, I don't understand most privileged demographic. That is very untrue, but that's okay. People think what they think. um, And you weren't... Okay, so to the person... So I'm addressing TikTok comments again for the Facebook viewers, and for the later YouTube videos, I'm addressing TikTok comments. For some reason, I wanted to kind of just end the church service, but I feel like maybe explaining some things from an educational purpose, even just so it's recorded, so people know, what it's like. Because again, I was just doing a church sermon. Someone could have a moral a way you don't know their morals. But someone asked me, like, hey, genuinely curious on your opinion. Yeah, so what if I wanted to refer to you as a he or a she, and you said, what if I didn't agree with it, so you did? Yeah, I do take offense to it, because what is your moral disagreement with it? Calling me a she does nothing to morally impact your life. It literally doesn't do anything. There's no real reason. Can you answer my question? I have no idea what your question was. But yeah, to the person who was saying, hey, if I had a moral objection, what is your moral objection? Like, there's nothing that says you should be, there's no, like, moral reason to misgender someone who explains the whole deal to you. There's no moral reason to. Yeah, and then, yeah, the person who said that hasn't said anything about what their moral reason would be. Would define it if there were none, then anyone could be whatever. No. I think that there's a very solid social contractual basis for how trans people actually work in society, and it doesn't mean that people can start identifying as animals or, other races. I think it's very clear, the science on it is pretty clear, that gender is separate from sex, and that trans people need to do it as a medical treatment for gender dysphoria. So whatever way you slice it, if you want to look at it as a medical treatment, or you want to look at it as someone's brain following the proper steps to affirm their brain's gender, whichever way you want to look at it, what's moral about causing, if I'm not saying I'm mentally ill, but if someone with gender dysphoria is mentally ill, what moral stance is there to causing them discomfort on purpose, knowing their situation? If you consider them mentally ill, if someone had schizophrenia, would triggering them to have a schizophrenic episode, would that be a moral thing to do? If your answer to that, if there's any justification for that in your mind, you're not a moral person, and that's objectively speaking. What is the gospel of Jesus Christ? Well, the most important part of the gospel of Jesus